Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us on Trauma Cupcakes, where we dive into Ralliker's D&D campaign.
So you two have decided to move towards the tavern to stay the night and begin an adventure in the morning?
I would say so because what John had mentioned earlier, we don't really know it. We're getting acquainted, right? We're about to have to travel together, so...
Yeah, we don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of got off on the weird foot of I'm not sure if she's trying to roofie me.
I thought offering you a drink would be a nice way to introduce myself. I could see how that could be a little suspicious.
Yeah, a little bit.
What is a drink gonna do to you? You're a Goliath. I probably would need to take the whole barrel in order to have that effect.
But you're look, lady, tiefling, dragonborn. I don't know what's going on with you. Every time I see dragonborns and tieflings, it's magic.
I'm thinking you're meaning in a very pleasant way, hopefully. Yes?
So, where are we going? Back to the pub.
Okay. Will you want a drink now, or are you going to be resting?
We could probably get a drink and then get our rest, right?
I promise not to roofie you this time.
I'd appreciate that. What do you mean this time?
Oh, I mean, yes.
You'd be in for a bad time if you roofied me, lady. I'm poor.
Okay, so you head back to the tavern. When you re-enter the place, it is the same as how you left. Considering it's only been a few minutes since, well, one of you went out the doorway and the other one jumped out the window too.
I walked out the window like a gentleman.
Walked out the window.
We had a note that the barkeep had given us, right? Saying that... Was that from the... Just outside. Was that from the gnome?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't from the barkeep. I had just... Okay.
So as you two enter the bar again, you see the barkeep gesture you towards him.
Yes.
He slides a key on the counter and says, "Don't worry, that's already taken care of."
Who am I to turn away a free room?
Do I
Wait.
get a room?
He's like, "Oh, it's not free,
Oh.
but you will not have to worry about it tonight."
Is it something that my friend here can help you with?
If you'd like to help clean the dishes, sure.
Yeah, you don't want me doing that. I don't know what about this, and I just wave my hands up and down, looking at a 7'8" Goliath makes you think that I'm going to be good at dishes. But we can try.
Never judge a book by its cover.
You should definitely judge this book by its cover.
So is it for one room or is it for...
It's one room with two beds.
Wow, we're gonna have to get really close to
It better
knowing...
be a big bed.
Yeah. Because...
One room, two beds.
Yeah. Yes, but still, he's 7'8". If anything, he's gonna steal my bed
He's
and
gonna
just...
use the bed like an adult uses a toddler's bed.
Oh, he's just gonna hang his legs off to the side. It is not inclusive. You're gonna just have to deal with it because most beds are about 6 feet. So
The nightstand beside the bed will be his pillow.
yeah.
Might be too
The
soft.
city's discriminate.
Well, if you think about it, it favors the gnomes. Can you imagine a gnome sleeping in a 6-foot bed?
He'd be like a king.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the bed. I guess we should probably discuss matters up there instead, so we can keep things private.
Most likely.
Okay. So just for my knowledge, Are you a well-kept Goliath, or am I dealing with somebody who, you know, is in like tattered clothing and, you know, feels more comfortable sleeping outside kind of a situation?
Definitely not used to city life.
Okay.
He has like his chainmail on, like heavy armor, and he's got his
Mm-hmm.
shield, his short sword sheath. But I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
looks like he's
He sticks
doesn't
out.
like spending a lot of time in cities.
Okay.
You should know he's then not afraid of water.
Yeah.
Definitely not afraid of water. He bathes
Yeah. Okay.
Whenever it
if
rains.
someone complains,
I
or if the
need
deer
to.
start running away.
I have been scented.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They know I'm coming.
But then again, if he smells like an animal, they won't know either. If he smells like a deer. All right. So we'll go up to the room.
So the room is upstairs. Short stair case
Mm-hmm.
to an upper loft type area, which then opens up to a series of doors with rooms. The room itself isn't large, but it's got enough room for 2 beds, place to store your equipment, and a spot to sit at a table.
Mm-hmm.
and one Goliath.
So how do you want to approach this? I'm sorry. What was your name again?
You can call me Lear from here, or Lurifer for short.
Lulifer?
Yes, and you are
You can call me Somilsh.
so Milge.
Or, if you fancy, Somi for short.
So me. Okay.
Uh-huh. What do you want to do? What time do you want to go after this cache that this gnome has told us about?
Head out right as sun rises, right?
Yeah, probably best. What time is it right now?
10:30, 11 p.m.
Okay. Well, I
What time
take...
does the sun rise here? Like 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
My goodness, well, I don't do good with a short amount of sleep. I will probably get cleaned up and practice on some of my skills.
Gills.
Yeah, I dabble in a little bit of... I mean, some people would call it energy, other people may call it magic, what have you. But I do stuff. I can hold my own. Kinda.
It would either you can or you can't.
Well, handle in the sense of I'm not going to be able to wield like that massive shield or sword, but I can say some pretty words and help.
We can all say pretty words, lady.
Okay. So I can use some spells that should prove handy in a battle. All I'm trying to say is I may not look it, but I'll be able to help defeat some of our foes if we run into some of them. I might not be able to carry much, but I can help in a battle.
I guess we're gonna find out. Most likely sooner than later.
Sounds good. So
In
yes.
case it's unclear, I like crushing things. Sword, shield, slash.
And you don't
It's
do
not-
dishes.
It's not complicated. I'll do dishes. You just might not get those dishes back. Or you'll get them back in pieces.
So we don't know each other that much, but is there anything you're willing to part with? Anything that you feel safe telling me about? Who you are?
I'm a Goliath.
Well, I can see that, and as you can, well, many people don't know what I am. as you can see, I am half tiefling, half dragonborn. An unlikely mix, but we are out there.
Unlikely is definitely a statement.
So we might stick out. If we look at the townsfolk, there's not many of us out there. I don't see many Goliaths, and I don't think...
Yeah, there's not gonna be a lot of us. I do have to inquire from my little knowledge of Dragonborn, the goldish scales.
Yes.
That's generally an elemental trait,
Yes.
but I don't know what goldish means.
Well, you might see it. I really am new to all of this. I'm not meant to be where I am. I learned a little bit from my father, but he's not around anymore. So I'm trying to figure out more of my past. Right now, I'm just going wherever fate tells me to go. I'm trying to look for my purpose right now. I'm just lost at the moment, and this seems like the first kind of clue of what I should be doing. Hopefully.
Well, we'll probably get along great then, because I'm also finding things, looking for things, looking for a thing,
What are you looking for?
a thing,
A thing.
a big thing.
I'm looking for stuff too. Hopefully, we can trust each other more, but I feel like we might need to fight others, not me. Don't fight me. Fight others before we can truly tell each other's character.
Then I suggest we sleep for now.
Yep.
We'll head out in the morning and go find what that short stack left for us.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed.
Alright, so you do most of your evening stuff that you usually do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta take all my armor off and stuff, which I guess means you're gonna see all of my characters like markings.
Okay.
And then sleep ensues. So, being the weird kind of night it was, and the alcohol being involved, you slept a little bit longer than you expected to. It's about 6 a.m. now. The birds are chirping, the sun's coming through the window slots. Didn't have any strange dreams or nightmares. It just seemed like you went into a dark place to sleep where it was void of everything, and you woke up rested.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the day then. Go ahead and get dressed, get all all my, practice my spells, make sure I'm nice and refreshed and be prepared for the day.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get up out of this bed that I barely fit in and put all my shit back on.
I look over and see Lou with his legs all hanging off the sides.
Yeah. Arms
Hi.
on the floor.
How'd you sleep?
Do I look like I slept well? They don't make beds for me, apparently.
Apparently not. So I'm gonna stretch. I slept great. No strange dreams whatsoever. How about you?
Alright, so are you needing to linger around, or like, are there things you want to do in around the tavern or town?
Not really. I think since well, personally, I'll be like, well, we slept a little bit later than I know we had planned. If you're ready to go, so am I.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Are you well acquainted with this area?
No, I'm not really acquainted with the area, but with the map that he's given us, I think um, we should be able to navigate there pretty well. How about yourself? Are you pretty good with directions?
Uh, no, sort of. Maybe. Do we even know which way north is? Like, get out of the city. Like, does the map say it?
Yeah, the map would have the markers and the
Mhm.
locations.
Okay. And we'll just follow the map.
Okay.
Alright, so as you approach the I guess town border, you come to a crossroad with a sign mentioning the name of the town that you're needing to go to for the next trek.
Mhm.
And the mark is in between where you are and that next location.
Now, how does the road look like? Has it been well traveled?
Yes, it's well traveled, um, wide enough for a wagon,
Mhm.
and potentially people walking beside the wagon.
Is it treed?
Yes, it's heavily treed, bushes, trees.
Mhm.
The city we left, was it like a capital or just like a town?
Just a small town.
Just a small town. Okay, so it wasn't like full drawbridge leaving. We just kind of walked out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the road is just dirt.
Yep.
Okay, and it's just trees everywhere.
Pretty much.
Okay, sunny.
Yep.
Okay.
Birds are chirping. So, and we're in thick brush, so things could technically hide in it.
Yes.
Well, it's a beautiful day, but I'll try to keep my eyes still kind of open to make sure I don't notice any movement or anything while we're walking.
Yeah, same here. We're pretty much on alert. I don't trust anything as we're heading towards this place.
Mhm.
Alright, so you start walking down the trail, and you notice some symbols on the map. And only because of the scenery you're around does it kind of clue in that it matches the map.
Mhm.
And it shows on the map a little tree. It looks dead. There's no leaves or branches or anything. It's just like a trunk with a few main branches that stick out. Maybe struck by lightning kind of thing, but it's been dead for a while, still standing.
On the map or what we stumbled across?
Well, you've approached it and you
Uh-huh.
noticed it on the map as well.
Okay, well, can I call you Lou?
Yes.
Does this look like the tree? Like what's here on the map?
Seems accurate to me.
Okay, so.
I haven't been here, so
Oh, I don't
looks
see any.
tree looks dead.
So now the map shows a trail to your right leading to where the stash is.
Uh huh.
But when you look to the right, it's just bush.
So it says the stash is here, but it's just bushes.
Yeah.
I don't see a stash. Do you think it could be buried?
I just start pulling out weeds, just picking shit off.
Okay, so as he's pulling out the weeds and digging through the bush. John, roll a Constitution roll.
Whoa.
11.
Okay, so as you're doing this, there's a little thorny part of the bush that catches you just underneath the fingernail. And it causes a sharp ouch. Not enough to do a damage, but just enough to alert you that something caught you.
So are you good?
Okay, Somi. Burn the forest down.
So do I see him like recoil from it?
Yeah.
I'm.
All right, I back up. Burn it. Words it.
Words it.
Alright, both of you roll.
Oh boy.
What is it? Perception? Well, let's do investigation.
Okay.
No, we'll do perception.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. Oh well, I got a 7 plus 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so from the mess that Lou made from the bush, you notice that behind the bush it actually opens up a bit to like a game trail.
So, is it Lou's tearing up this bush and we just had to go around it?
Effectively.
Oh,
You're welcome.
I guess you cleared the path. So thank you. As to not offend him, I'm going to make sure I go through the bush that he is effectively pulled up instead of just going around it.
Watch out for thorns.
You gotta watch out for those dangerous thorns.
Yes.
Or burn them.
I like that. Words them. Okay. So it's a game trail?
Yeah.
Okay. So are we in the area that the cache would be, or do we have to go further down?
As is on the map.
Mm-hmm. I guess we're just gonna keep on going until we
You're
start.
gonna follow the game trail? See if anything else pops up?
So there is no cache where we were?
No.
Okay. Well, the cache isn't here. Should we keep on going forward, you think?
I mean,
I will protect your back, by all means.
I'm not worried about my back. I'm worried about my fingers now. Stupid thorns.
You look fine. I don't think the thorns even...
You didn't even burn the bush.
Knowing my luck, I would start a whole forest fire, and then...
You say that like it's a problem. Then we could see everything.
It kind of is a problem because we are in the forest.
Okay, you might have a point.
So we're gonna keep on following. Well, yeah.
So you follow the game trail, probably about 50 or so feet, a little bit of an S curve kind of thing, and it opens up into a small opening in the forest. It's just covered in short grass, but then you see a small mound of dirt just towards the back corner of this opening from where you are.
And we both see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that could be the cache right there.
Yeah, that's what we thought last time.
I am going to use Mage Hand to poke at it to start moving,
Okay.
disturbing the dirt to make sure.
And I'd just like to investigate, kind of looking around before we go too far into this place.
Okay, who has better initiative to see who goes first?
I have a 2. +2.
I think.
Do I need to roll that?
Yeah.
Okay. Ten.
And I rolled a 9. I don't get
it's less than
bonuses.
me.
Yeah, I don't get
You don't
bonuses.
get you don't get a bonus for initiative?
No.
Makes you feel better. I get a disadvantage to stealth.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so Lou gets to do his investigation. And now you roll your investigation.
7. 4 + 3.
So you investigate the area, you look over everything. Nothing really sticks out of the ordinary. But you do still see that mound.
But I don't hear like birds or like I don't see like deer tracks. I don't see another opening.
No.
So it's just like dead silent.
No, nothing
okay.
out of the ordinary.
It just sounds like a forest.
It sounds like a
Yes.
forest. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Said no. I was like, it's silent.
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Mage Hand
Okay.
and kind of disturb the dirt a little bit to make sure that nothing jumps out or.
Okay, so
Or
you,
is the
you
trap.
cast your mage hand.
Uh-huh.
It floats over towards the chest, and you brush dirt off the mound.
Uh-huh.
Basically, kind of like a slapping.
Yeah, kind of like a pawing trying to dig the.
Okay. So after a couple brushes, you can see your mage hand hook something, and lift the corner up out of the dirt. And from where you're standing, it does, in fact, look like a chest.
I think I've got something here, Lou. Do you want to try and open it?
Make your hand open it.
Okay, I'll open it, but I mean, I'm
Okay, your hand initially struggles to open it, with there still being dirt on the other corner.
Uh-huh.
But within a couple attempts, the lid just pops open easily.
Okay, Lou, do you want to go and see what it is?
Why do you keep trying to make me do everything?
Hey, I opened the chest.
I got stabbed in the finger.
You're over 7 feet tall. If
Or in
somebody
the chest.
Oh, jeez.
All right, walk over to the chest. What do I see? Do I need to investigate it?
No. So when you approach the chest, you see a bunch of equipment, gear, some food rations. There's a couple bedrolls. This chest isn't large, but it's enough to store everything, like, tightly packed in there. So with
Alright.
the equipment and stuff that's in there, it basically sets you up to what your class's starting equipment would be.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you both get grappling hooks, you get torches,
Okay.
some rope.
Hold on. Grappling hooks. I'm gonna write that down.
I'm just gonna. Isn't it fine if I just go with what I already have on my sheet for like? I have bedroll, a mess kit, 1 day ration, rope, hemp, 50 feet, tinderbox, torch, and a water skin.
You got grappling hook.
I rope.
Okay. Grappling hook.
And then that also kind of includes your starting equipment.
Okay, starting
your,
with.
your gear, your weapons.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm
Okay.
just making a note of that starting equipment. Sounds
Um,
good.
In there, as you both peer into the chest, getting your equipment out of there, 2 shiny little coin-sized objects glisten at both of you. As you glance at them and wonder what that might be, They both kind of just float up from the chest and shoot straight into your chest and disappear.
Oof.
It was not gold.
Do we feel anything?
You feel a sense of energy surging through you from the location of where it impacted your chest. But there's no mark on you, there's no burn, nothing leaves a lasting effect.
Did you, by any chance, get to see what was on the coin? Lou? Or did it...
The thing that just flew into us?
Yeah? Anything?
No, it was shiny, and then we've been penetrated.
Didn't even buy us dinner
I'm just
first.
standing there, like, tapping my chest, like, what the fuck?
So with you now being curious as to what just entered, you get an image flash in your mind of basically your class crest. So for Lou, it's the fighter symbol of his clans.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, it's warlock.
Mm-hmm. My schooling.
For your family.
Yeah, Corvus.
Crest kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you have the your equipment and the chest with all the gear and everything's in there, now your next goal would be to reach the location that the gnome mentioned for meeting up.
That town, basically. Well, I guess we have our provisions. I guess we get back to the road and head towards the town to meet the gnome.
I guess so. He has some explaining to do.
I know. He never mentioned anything about a gold coin penetrating us.
I feel like that would have been an important bit of information.
So now, right in the middle of your conversation, you hear some rustling in the bushes from the trail that you two had just come from. Two men pop out of the bush. One goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing there? We've been working all day to try to get that damn thing open. What the hell did you take from it? Hand it over right now. Your lives are at stake." And then the other guy just kind of goes, "Yeah."
I start chuckling. There's always one in the group. I don't know what you're talking about. There was nothing important here. And if so, it was meant for us, not for you.
And I just turn at them, scream, "It's time to die," with just full intimidation level.
So they engage now in combat.
Okay.
Oh, I don't get the intimidation roll?
No, they want what you got.
Yeah, but I just told them they're gonna die.
Uh-huh.
7'8" dude in armor just told them they're gonna fucking die.
Yep. Okay, so initiatives again.
That's easy for me.
11.
3.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really don't want to be a part of the fight.
Yeah, I clearly do not.
I want to say, if you burned the forest down, we would have seen it coming.
Okay, so since the distances are still fairly good, the first bandit runs up to engage Lou because he's the furthest one from, or the closest one to them.
Mm-hmm.
The bandit falls short about 10 feet of approaching Lou. The other bandit, the chuckler, was just standing there staring while waiting. So the first bandit's moved, and then Lou is next.
I had an 11.
Okay. So now you are capable of reaching the target quite easily. So we'll roll for chance to hit.
9.
Okay, you miss. And then it's your turn now.
Okay. I am going to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Well, I'm still kind of new to this, so I don't have my book. Can you see how close I need to be? It is page. I'll edit this out, but it's page
I don't think you need to.
237.
Eldritch Blast has 120 feet.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I'm good.
That seems aggressive. No, that's 120 feet. Yeah. Holy shit. Words do damage.
So yeah.
Okay.
So, do you see the effect?
Yeah. 1d10.
Okay, 1d10. 8.
Okay, so you let out your Eldritch Blast. Which bandit were you targeting?
That's true.
The one closest that's attacking Lou? Or the further one?
The one who's just chuckling?
Yeah.
Fucking chuckle.
I think the chuckler.
You want to shoot the chuckler?
Yeah, because...
I love that name.
Okay. So you do your Eldritch Blast. And you hit the chuckler square in the chest. And cause him to stagger.
Stagger? Like, he doesn't seem phased? Or
No,
what?
he's like... You go from standing straight and normal to suddenly being spun around and taking a couple steps to keep
Okay,
yourself
I
up.
need that. That's what I'm looking like. Does he go,
Yes.
Okay.
Great pain and woundage.
Okay.
Chuckle that, bitch.
Yeah. Who's not chuckling now? See Lou, words hurt. Words hurt.
Yep, words hurt.
Okay, so now it's Chuckle's turn. He recovers from the blast and makes his way up, and he comes up right beside Lou and does his attack. So, do chance to hit.
I have an armor class at 19, it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that affects anything.
He being the dopey one, he only rolled a 2. So he swings and wasn't even close to hitting you. Like, armor wasn't even necessary on this one. He almost hurt himself.
Good job, Chuckle.
Okay, so now we're back to the other bandit, the first one that engaged. He attacks Lou. And he gets 18.
So what do
And
you...
you said your armor's at 19?
Yes.
Alright, so his sword, which he has a scimitar, he attacks you with it and it deflects off some of your armor to no effect.
So now...
And now it's Lou's turn.
Yep. Oh
My
boy.
turn.
You got 2 bandits in front of you. I do not feel for them.
16 to hit.
Okay, you hit. Now roll damage.
Right. 8.
Alright. What type of weapon are you using?
Short sword.
Short sword. It's like a regular person's longsword?
Short sword for him is like a claymore for me.
Yeah. Okay. So you swing your weapon. You meet the bandit square across the upper left shoulder and draw the blade across the chest, causing severe wounds. But he keeps himself up and keep going.
Wow. This guy's got big balls.
Me or him?
I don't specify. I'm just in amazement.
General statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your turn.
Here's the thing. If I cast, am I in position to where I could accidentally hit Lou?
Well, you still have movement you can do. So you can just move off to the
Yeah.
sides so that you're not at risk of blasting
Just
your
real quick before we take
Mhm.
your turn. I have 2 weapon fighting actions in combat thing. It says when you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand.
So you're
Does it
talking
mean
about
I My shield,
can you use his shield?
it would count as an unarmed strike, right?
It would have to be, yeah.
So what
You
would
could just punch him.
so he would strike and then punch?
Yeah.
We can always figure that out. I mean, like this is us learning.
Yeah.
I have a whole thing here for unarmed melee strikes.
Okay.
So it's just that I just rolled.
Okay,
one
what
and
is it
then
called?
It just says unarmed strike, melee attack. It says you can punch, kick, headbutt, or use a similar forceful blow and deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1+ strength modifier. And the action,
Yeah.
bonus action is called 2 weapon fighting, which is like something I get for fighter. It says you don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative.
Okay.
Just wanted to ask, because if I can, slice and then punch him in the face. I'd like
That's
to
one of
punch him in
those
the face.
things that we really
What-
haven't used.
Yeah, because even here when I went to go check it, it says the rules for unarmed strikes are incredibly strange. They said the easy fix, like what people have done, is just to make unarmed strikes a regular weapon attack with an interpretation absolutely supported by the rules. So it would have to say, what is your damage if it's like what is the damage of an unarmed strike? Would be my kind of thing.
My current unarmed strike damage is 4 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oh, bless you.
Okay, so yeah, we could do that.
So the most he would be able to do is 4? It's just an extra.
Yeah, so you do
You'd roll to
probably
hit?
a 1d4.
Mm.
Or do you think just a straight up 4? Straight up 4 sounds kind of too much.
It looks like everybody does something different, so it's up to your interpretation, Ralliker, how you want to do it.
Up to you, boss man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to,
Uh-huh.
I got this stuff. I wanted to bring it up.
Well, it's good to know that it's this is good.
It's our first combat encounter, so
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do this because it does make a little bit more sense, I think, in some cases. We'll do a 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Because then that adjusts whether you do a light punch or a hard punch kind of thing.
He's extremely strong.
Yeah. So,
So
I mean, if he rolled a 4 plus his strength modifier, he's hitting like a giant.
And so would you have him roll to hit? Still?
Yeah, he'd still roll the hit.
Okay. And then anybody who's listening, if you have a solution or you have input of what you would do, please let us know, because we've never actually done the whole unarmed strike kind of thing. This is a first for us. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
My website thing here doesn't even have me adding anything to the
Uh-huh.
unarmed strike. It just is a 4. So, like, if you guys are cool with it just doing 4,
Uh-huh.
then I'm cool with that.
Because
I just still have to roll.
Yeah.
So like I could just straight up miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do a chance to hit and then just do a straight up 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm fine
Just
with that. It's
average
your
it
call.
out.
I just
So what does he have to roll to hit?
well, we
Uh,
don't know that. I just
You
have
would
to roll.
have to roll higher than armor class of the bandit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't do it this time. It's fine. You
Uh.
can take your turn. I just wanted to put that out there before we progress too far.
No, that's good. That's
I'll do
good
that
to
on
know.
my next one.
Okay, so I'm going to move just out of the way so I can go ahead and when I'm looking at the bandits, which one looks like they're in worse shape? The one that has a
One that's
cleave
bleeding.
bleeding a little.
Well, one's got a whole blasted chest, and the other one's gashed across the shoulder and chest.
How's Chuckles doing?
They're both on the brink.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and go to the one that I can safely hit without getting...
Chuckles?
Chuckles, yeah. So I'll go ahead and I'll... sounds... Well, I can just Eldritch Blast him again.
Sure.
That's the thing with being a warlock.
Yeah,
Like-
it's your cantrip.
Yeah, it just Eldritch Blast, yeah. So it's a 1d10. I rolled a 3. Do I add it? Well, I have to roll to... Sorry. Oops. I have to roll to see if I hit, right? Sorry. 8.
No.
Swear to God, you hit me.
No, you miss.
Sorry.
You do your Eldritch Blast. It just skims off the side. Maybe you weren't quite focused
Yeah.
through the goriness of what you were seeing.
Yeah. So much
It
blood.
is early in the adventure.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Chuckles' turn. He does a couple. Ow! And then he attacks. With a light crossbow. To Samilj. $17.
You hit. My armor class, right? Okay.
Okay, so he hits. He lets out his light crossbow. He pegs you with it. And he's like, "Ah!" And you take 5 damage.
Holy crap, that hurts. So, I'm like, Lou, I took an arrow to the knee.
Did you actually take an arrow to the knee?
Help. No, I mean, that freaking hurts because I don't... Oh. I should have been a healer.
Alright, so now the first bandit. He makes his attack against Lou.
Hello.
19.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Well,
It
it
means
means
he
he hits
hits
you.
you.
Oh, so if it's the same number, it's a hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, he also has a +3, so he ends up being 22 in the end.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he...
Oh, this is the first time I get to use this.
He hits
part
you
of
for
my-
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you receive 5 damage.
Okay.
So he takes his puny little weapon and he like jump gouges you with it. And you take 5 damage.
Okay. And then I do stones and turns as a reaction.
Sure.
Okay. And then it says, as a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3. So, do I roll to that?
1d12.
Yeah, you'd roll a d12 and then add 3 to that result. And that's how much damage you'd reduce.
Come on. Oh, it doesn't fucking... I gotta actually use real dice for this one. I gotta get all of them out. I didn't get them out earlier.
So which one is this one?
This
Like
is my
this-
stone's endurance. I can only use it once for
For
like
long rest?
short rest or long rest.
Oh. See, I'm just.
Okay, so you said 1 dice, 12.
Yep.
So it has to be one that goes up to 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, roll that. That is a 9, and then
Yeah.
plus 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were able to completely remove the damage.
Okay, so I take no damage.
You take no damage.
Tis only a flesh wound. Well,
It
no.
deflects off the stone skin
Uh-huh. Here I
Yep.
am, bleeding
with an arrow.
with an arrow stuck to me. I'm not doing good. How on earth did you survive that?
I just scream stone, baby.
Avenge me if I die.
He just starts screaming, "I'm stoned!"
I'm
What?
so-
Okay,
Alright.
Lou,
My turn.
your turn to fight back.
All right, we're gonna go for the dude who just hit me. I rolled a 12.
Okay, you hit.
All right, and I rolled a 6.
Alright, so you slash at him with your short sword, and you basically finish off what you started and nearly cleave him in half.
So he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
All right, well
His
then I
body
get the,
falls dead to the ground, bleeding into a pile
So I
of
do-
goo.
can then do my unarmed attack
Yeah.
against fucking Chuckle.
Sure.
Chuckle.
Rolled a hit,
Somebody's not gonna chuckle.
16,
Yeah.
Yep, you hit him.
and then there's floor bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
So you backhand him like the bitch he is,
Uh-huh.
and you send him unconscious and dead to the ground. You basically gave him severe brain hemorrhage.
Take that, Chuckles.
Oh, fuck you, Chuckles. You okay?
I don't know. I've had better days. I mean, 5 hit points for me is half my life. So, I'm probably hurting pretty bad. Do I see anything around me in my area that can help staunch the bleeding?
So I guess discuss out of you guys if you have any healing items, or
Did we get any of that in
maybe
the...
even look for some through the survival skill.
Yeah, I'm going to look at my hopefully they have something that can help me. in
Use
the
words.
Provisions. I'm not that type
I
of
don't
words.
know the right words.
Where were you hit?
In the lower left abdomen. Just under the ribs.
So nowhere in that spot where it hurts, but I didn't get into
Yeah,
like.
it's not lethal.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Did we get anything in the provisions pouch that could help? Any rags or pots or anything like that?
No
I have-
healing potions.
I have the hempen and rope and a tinderbox. I can burn you. I have a torch.
You and fire. I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of rip up some of the. It says here I have a spare thing of clothes. I'll just rip up something and try and staunch the bleeding.
Sure.
Do I see anything like in the forest?
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the dude,
Yeah.
see if maybe they got something on them that can help her out.
Okay. So you loot the bandits. They have some coins on them. They got some dirty rags.
Ooh.
They got the weapons, of course, they were
Uh-huh.
using, and some light leather armor.
They have dirty rags. You want that?
No, I think dirty rags will just invite some infection.
We're supposed to rub dirt in it.
Not that kind of dirt.
Not that, no. But yeah, I'll just probably have to bandage myself up. Am I bleeding a lot? Like, am I losing a lot of blood, or
Yeah, we talking flesh wounds here. We
Some.
need a medic.
I mean, you're not gonna.
I'm not pooling blood all over the place
No.
if I wrap myself up with a bandage.
It's
Will
more
I-
of like a deep wound, not necessarily a puncture. Like you're
Uh-huh.
gonna bleed out if you take
Uh-huh.
the air out.
That's
It's
what I'm
more
wondering.
like a deep skin thing. Where
Yeah.
if you hold it, and
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll just
I
take
don't know, it's a
some.
very gray zone.
Yeah. I'm not doing well, but I'm not dying. I'm not
Not
meeting
dying.
my.
That's all I heard.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap myself up because I'm scared that if I don't stop the bleeding, my companion here is going to convince me to cauterize the.
We
cut.
could cut one of his fingers off and stick it in the wound.
no. No, I think I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just wrap myself up. I'm looking at him, and he has nothing, no injury or whatsoever. This is why. This is why I have you walk ahead of me. Look what happens when I try and be brave.
Should have burned the forest. You should have words to the forest. You blasted the chuckles. What was that? What kind of words?
I just don't have the healing type of words.
Well, I don't either.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way back to the main path.
Well, we're gonna take all the shit the bandits had, by the way. The gold.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give that to her. Make sure she has it. So, however much gold that was. The bandits had swords on them, like you said, scimitar.
One had a well, they both had scimitars
Okay. And then a crossbow,
and a light crossbow. Yeah.
light crossbow.
Those things are too heavy for me, so if you want to sell those, Lou.
Yeah, we can bring them with and sell them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna use them. I hope not. You don't know that kind of words, do you?
No, I don't know that kind of words.
Okay.
Just have the. I'm just envisioning this cleaved in half undead trying to,
Oh yeah, that's a good
Beautiful.
point. I did cleave him. I was thinking more chuckles.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Well, because chuckles just has like a hole in him, right? And
Yeah.
a hematoma in
Uh-huh.
his brain, but
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and see you next week on Trauma Cupcakes.